Your greatest enemy isn't external pressure. It is your own unchecked mind. When you allow negative thoughts, anxiety, and overthinking to run wild, you voluntarily hand over your internal peace. You turn simple daily events into internal torment. Dark Stoicism treats overthinking not as a passing emotion, but as a psychological weakness that must be ruthlessly eliminated. As Marcus Aurelius noted, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find unstoppable strength. Here are 5 silent Stoic lessons to destroy negative thoughts before they take root. The separation of fact from interpretation. Events in themselves are completely neutral. It is the story you invent about the event that creates your suffering. When a negative thought strikes, immediately strip away the emotion and look at the raw facts. Someone didn't insult your worth. They simply uttered words. The situation isn't catastrophic. It is merely an obstacle. The moment you separate raw facts from your mind's dramatic interpretation, the pain vanishes. Starve the internal dialogue. A negative thought is just a spark. Overthinking is the oxygen you give it. When doubt, fear, or anger enters your mind, refuse to engage in a debate with it. Do not analyze why it's there or play out worst-case scenarios. Treat the thought like an uninvited intruder standing at your doorstep. Acknowledge its presence with cold silence. Refuse to entertain it, and let it starve. Practice voluntary detachment. You are not your thoughts. You are the conscious observer watching them pass by. Weakness comes from identifying with every fleeting impulse that enters your brain. When a toxic or destructive thought arises, step back mentally and say to yourself, "That is a thought, not a truth." This simple act of psychological distance strips the emotion of its control over your body. The dichotomy of absolute control. Divide every single situation in your life into 2 sharp categories: things you can control and things you cannot. Your actions, responses, and discipline are under your direct command. Everything else, other people's opinions, outcomes, and past events, is entirely outside your sphere. Waste 0 seconds of mental energy grieving what you cannot manipulate. Convert poison into fuel. The ultimate dark Stoic mindset turns negative thoughts into fuel for discipline. When self-doubt tells you that you are incapable, use that energy to push harder in silence. When fear creeps in, treat it as a direct command to step into discomfort. Never let a negative thought sit idle. Immediately channel its raw energy into physical action or focused execution. You cannot stop the initial dark thought from floating into your mind, but you have absolute power over whether it stays there. Master your internal world, and no external force can ever shake you. If you are ready to claim absolute control over your mind, subscribe to Dark Stoic Wisdom. Leave a comment below with the word unshakable to claim your peace. Stay strong. Stay detached.